This is the FFR Trading Market Minute. Again, we're looking at a daily candlestick chart of the SPY, the proxy for the U.S. stock market, basically. And where we left off, last week, over the last couple of weeks, I should say. So we were noting that there was some divergence here, where we had higher highs in price, but we had a lower high in the oscillator here between these 2 points. And this peak and this peak, it was slightly lower, but still some divergence there. The initial pullback I thought would be here back to the 20 period, but they actually pushed it a little bit higher, made a new all-time high before we got a larger correction. So not only did we come down to the 20 period, bounced off that, but then had the nice big gap down, which is they're trying to fill today here. This gap down here, you can see that put the RSI, the oscillator, in an oversold position, and that's a little buy signal, if you will, just like back here. Right? So that was the bottom there, and you can see we've rallied. Here we are today. We reached the 20 period moving average. Again, what was support there, as a role reversal, resistance. We have the RSI back above its moving average here. Depending on where we close today, if they can close this back above the 20 period moving average, whatever the high ends up being today, if that gets taken out to the upside tomorrow, or even Monday, then chances are we'll get some follow through to this. Now the caveat, here's my target up here, the next upside target there at 700 on SPY. We are at some resistance here, so it's possible that obviously we could fall off from here, but the supports, this area here has kind of been an attractor, so I'll leave that on the chart, and then this level down below here. So we'll see if that can trigger long. So just to reiterate, and maybe just take a look at the VIX here, and so you can see the volatility spike as the market was selling off. The volatility was spiking here, and you see now it's coming back down to its moving average. It kind of peaked here on the RSI as well. So we'll see if the markets can now rally. This may come down a little further here. We've got more room to move before we get oversold on the VIX here, which means we would have more upside in our market. But we'll see if the S&P can get closed above that moving average, its 20 period moving average today. And then again, bigger picture, don't forget we have some potential divergence that's forming as the market has made a new all-time high for the month. The oscillator is not following there. So far we've got a lower high on the RSI there on the monthly chart. So just again, bigger picture thing. Don't expect it to play out right away as if it's on the daily chart. But it is potentially out there. We'll see how we close the month, as we've got about just a few more days left in the month here. Another key piece to watch as far as volatility goes, some of the economic data that will be coming out Wednesday, the 28th at 2 p.m., the Fed interest rate decision. Obviously, that is a potential big market mover, and then followed up by Friday's producer price index. Hope that helps. Have a great rest of your trading week. We'll see you back next week in the FFR Trading Market Minute.